There is a trend that has been happening in the nation whereby people are in marriage or in a relationship, and all of a sudden, the moment they fall out, you hear that the husband has killed the wife and also the children. Let's have this conversation once and for all. And we should ask ourselves, how did we get here? Love should be automatic, it should never be forced. The truth of the matter is, many people were never ready even for that thing called love. Many people came together because of either personal interests. Some of them, they were running away from issues of life. Some of them, they were not even ready for love. Some people are still going through life traumas. They have had a lot of issues going through in their lives, maybe from birth. And unfortunately, they never gave themselves a room to heal. Now, this is projected when now they enter into the setup of a marriage or a relationship, because they have expectations that they cannot be met. Sometimes I believe when we talk about mental health, many things come into play, but also we should look at the element of weird expectations, because some people have weird expectations. You cannot expect your partner to be like you. You cannot expect that husband, that wife, to behave like you. The truth of the matter is, you are together to complement each other, not to compete with each other. Sometimes all that is needed is communication and understanding. You cannot assume that the other person will know what you wanted by just being silent. Actually, in most cases, silence is childish, because the other person is not a mind reader. They cannot be able to know what you wanted and what in that given situation or state you are anticipating to be done. So communication should be done and also be understood to avoid a lot of conflicts. And number two, when even people are going through issues, you always need to have conflict resolution mechanism, because you need to ask yourself, what will happen when we'll find ourselves in this state? What will happen? Because when you have that mechanism, you will not resort to harming the other person or doing things that will leave a situation, or rather create a scenario that people will start asking questions, because they'll be wondering. I mean, we saw these people, they used to love each other. Everything was right. I mean, they were doing things together. Maybe they were going to church together, they were in business together, and so on and so forth. But all of a sudden, people cannot be able to understand now what really happened, because the moment you are just playing to the public gallery by pretending that all is well. So you need to be in a place whereby you can have uncomfortable conversations. When you are hurt, communicate. When things are not working right, communicate. When you feel that your boundaries are being violated, communicate. Because silence will not sort anything out. Always learn to communicate. When things are not done right, when there are excesses that you feel should not be done in that setup, I mean, just communicate, and it makes things very easy. But above all, put God first. Put God first. And by saying putting God first, this is not an escape route, because many people, that's what they are doing. Do not, where discipline is needed, do not put it on God. Where order and clarity is needed, don't put it on God. I mean, do your part, but also leave the rest to God. Allow God to be the center of everything. Involve God in every situation, because sometimes you can be overwhelmed. You can reach a point and you feel you are not heard, you are not seen. You can feel that things are not working the way you could have anticipated them to work. But also in God, you will understand that the other person is just a human. They have limitations, they have shortcomings. You will be able to understand them, and also you will have patience with people, because people take time. People take time, and people cannot adjust within short timelines and such. So when you put God first and you allow God to take charge of every situation, when things are overwhelming, sometimes when you feel like you can give up, you are operating in anger, you feel like you're not understood, you feel like you have been taken advantage of, sometimes lean on God so that you can be able to see the other person in the lens of God, so that you don't become a person who will just do a silly thing in a moment of insanity, and then you either live to regret, or you just end your life prematurely by just making a decision that could have turned well if only you leaned on God in that state, in that situation, and you ask for His help concerning the matter. So I believe this is a conversation that we should continue having, so that we can be able to understand how do we navigate through these matters, because it cannot just be that the only way out is killing people, is messing the other person's life, and doing things that are not right.